Alright, fellas, so I'm just finishing up updating the updating pro boards now, and I just finished putting in the team available funds and signings page, which includes how much money everybody has and how many roster spots they have to fill. The way the draft will work on Friday is starting at 12 o'clock. Anyone who has more than 3 roster spots available will be required to nominate a player. You can use the free agent tab that's already listed in the the free agent tab is already listed in the spreadsheet, or you can go on ESPN and look for guys who may fascinate you. Any player to be nominated must be over the rookie maximums, so they have to have over 130 at bats, or over 50 innings pitched. This way, we are avoiding nominating players who are prospects still. Good Lord. With this, the way it will work is you'll go ahead and you'll nominate your players, and in the same thread that a player is nominated. So I nominate Miguel Cabrera for $2. Miguel Cabrera's not going to go for $2. So then Rich goes ahead and says, okay, well, I'm gonna bid $3 on him. 2 hours later, I see this. I say, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to now bid up to $8. So now my bid is $8, and you'll see the thread continue to go down until it stops bidding at, say, $15, $25, whatever the amount may be. At that point, once it goes 24 hours without any bidding, then the player has been won for that amount of money. If you have matching rights on a player, so this is a player who you finished the season with last year, who was signed as a free agent and finished the year on your team. That means you have matching rights on the player. So it means it's basically just a free bid. That's all it is. So if the player goes 24 hours, whoever bid last, whether it be a matching rights bid or a regular bid, that person wins that player. So you go ahead and say that Miguel Cabrera had matching rights by John Jones. John sees the bid at $18. John just says match, because he's not trying to go 19. He's just trying to match it. So now I'm in a bidding war with John. I'm like, oh, well, fine, John. I know in my head I'm willing to go to 22. So I'm going to say 19. Then John says match. I'm like, great. Okay, I say 20. He says match. I say 21. He says match. And this goes on until I get to 24, in which case, or maybe I get to 23. And he stopped bidding. I was going to go to 24 or whatever, or 22, whatever I said. But I stopped, and he stopped matching because he's like, I can't go that price. He has his number set. So that's how matching rights work. Let's see, there's some details listed. If you have any more than 3 open roster spots, you have to have a player nominated. If you have any more than 8 roster spots available, you have to have 2 players nominated. This is to keep things moving along. We have a month to do this draft. As you can see, it's not going to be a fast draft, but luckily, if you check out the pro boards once a day, once every 24 hours, you're not going to have anybody get past you without you knowing about it. This went very, very smooth for our football draft. A lot of the guys who are doing this have done the football draft before and are going to feel very, very comfortable with the process and the way it works. And I think you guys are going to catch on pretty quick to it as well. So I doubt there's going to be any issues. I'm really optimistic for it. If you have questions, feel free to post them in pro boards, send me a text message. I share a lot of the questions with a lot of other people because sometimes you guys bring up stuff that's really, really important that just hasn't been discussed yet. This is our first auction draft of this league, so this will be the first time we're doing it from this level. It's going to be slow, so it's going to take the whole month to do, maybe a little bit less. It may end in 3 weeks. We will adjust things and requirements and posting times and things like that if we feel we need to speed things up. But for the most part, our experiences, we did it once with football. And football, we got done way faster than we expected. I expect this to be the same way. Bidding will be heavier on a player early and then slower. You'll have a couple players who are going to go a week. People will be bidding on them for a week. It's just going to happen. But then it'll chill out a lot more, and it'll be a lot slower of a process after that. I don't think I have anything else off the break to remind you guys of or to tell y'all. Happy bidding. I look forward to it. This is my favorite time of the year. I love this draft. I love the way this goes down. It is exciting, and when a player's down to that 22, 23 hours, and you're like, please don't bid anymore. Please don't bid anymore. And it's really, really exciting. It's fun. So I look forward to you guys being on board. Like I said, if you have questions, hit me up. Rock and roll.